Hey everyone, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at Berserk 2017 Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2, or Episode 13 and 14, whichever way you want to put it. I'm going to title it most likely Episodes 1 and 2 because it just makes more sense. It's the second season. Why would you name it? I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Anyways, so good news. Berserk's back. It's good, right? Bad news. Berserk's animation's back. Yeah. Um, I'll say this right now: the animation did not get better, and I would love to hear in the comments below if you guys agree or disagree with me on this. I think the animation is actually worse this season than last season, to be honest with you. I noticed a lot of weak animation, especially in episode one. Episode two wasn't so bad, but episode one animation was very bad, especially during the fight with Zod and Guts. It didn't look good. But let's talk about the episodes. Like I said, I'm gonna get all that animation stuff out of the way. That's why I did it now. So I just wanted to talk about that anymore. And as obviously you probably realized, I am reviewing both episodes of 1 and 2 instead of making double videos. I figured just do one video. Now, the good news of the episode was that we see Guts returning with Casca. Obviously, after the Tower Conviction, they go over to where Rickard and Elise is, and everything looks like it's going to be finally peaceful for the most part. Unfortunately, as Elise is telling Guts at one point that, oh yeah, this knight appeared and he looks so, like, he said he was a good friend of Rickard, and they went way back, and it looks like something out of a fairy tale, and Guts' face realizes that Griffith's back. And Griffiths is waiting for him at the monument, the graveyard of swords that Rickard made to kind of, I want to say honor the fallen of the Band of the Hawk. Now, this is something I was looking forward to because the manga makes it so awesome. It's you ever see a manga and you read a manga, like especially an action manga, and you're flipping through the pages and you see the fight scene and you're like, oh man, this looks so amazing. I would love to see this animated because it feels like it's animated on the pages. Not so much here. The animation was terrible. Like Zod and Guts fighting, no, that looked garbage. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. That did not look good. The dodges, the various cling clangs of everything just did not sound good. This was so piss poor, and it was not a good way for me to start off the new season, to be honest with you. Only thing I was happy about was, for the most part, adaptation material-wise, it was a lot of stuff from the manga, so there was nothing missed out. There was no good catchphrases from Griffith or even Guts. Everything was there for the most part. Now, episode 2 is where more of the meat of the story takes place, where after, obviously the end of the first episode, they had to leave because the elven kind of hideout that they had was destroyed by Zod. But when they leave, episode 2 doesn't focus on that right away. Episode 2 focuses on Farnese and Serpico when they were kids. Now, this is where we see Farnese go from normal girl to super psycho bitch. And I say that because she is a super psycho bitch. Farnese takes in Serpico when she finds him as a homeless kid, and from there, their kind of relationship starts building up to where it is essentially today. We learn, how much Serpico had to deal with when it came to Farnese because he was her protector, he was her servant, and there were times where he didn't want to, of course, obviously show off because he didn't want any kind of issues to happen to Farnese, and instead of Farnese being thankful for that, she hits him and whips him. He was the servant, the protector, but it was almost like the servant, protector, and pet to Farnese more than anything else because the way she treated him was so bad. Now, we also see, though, obviously, that there was a time that Farnese really, wanted to show him that, she felt more than that, and she loved him. But he felt that that was a way of just getting out of everything. Like, that was her way of leaving the place that she was at because she felt like she couldn't deal with a lot of stuff, like engagements, etc. And, he pushes her aside from that, but that makes her kind of go batshit crazy where she starts burning everything in sight, destroys the home that they were living at, etc. That's where they kind of call it the demon spawn, the demon, child, and they push her into her own regiment that she controls because they don't want her even near the house anymore. That was very good. They did a good job of adapting. Excuse me, I said adapting. That was terrible. They could do a good job of adapting the actual manga stuff into the actual, anime. They did a good job with that. But this is where the good stuff ends because, of course, then we get into a little bit more of Guts' story of Casca and how he starts letting his inner berserker start getting out there, and he sexually assaults and hurts Casca to the point that Casca now is afraid of him. And for the most part, that was well done too, but animation still looked terrible for it. It really didn't look good. And also kind of climaxes the episode where everyone meets up very conveniently because, obviously he's looking for Casca and they end up running into, the little stupid kid, who I can never remember his name, with the knife, and of course Serpico and Farties. Now, like, I don't hate Berserk. I keep telling people that, like, they see my reviews of it, they say how much I hate the animation. I hate the animation, yes. I still love Berserk. Berserk's great. Animation's garbage. Like, compared to the movie, compared to even the original series, it's garbage. But, for the most part, it's doable. At least you can watch it and be like, okay, well, So I'm basing this season not off the animation. Obviously, the animation is something bad. We're going to get that out of the way right now. The animation is not good for Berserk. But that does not mean that I can't enjoy the show, and that does not mean that I'm not going to focus on other things. So I'm going to talk maybe about the animation once in a blue moon and other reviews, but I won't always focus on that. I just want you guys to understand that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review, or double review, because technically it's two. I will have another review out today, probably the disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan, because I have nothing else to review today, so I'll have that probably up to later today, like 4 o'clock or something like that. Anyways, guys and girls, as always, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. I'm not even going to mention it. Have a great, blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye.